Once and for all, what is the best projector in the Wanbo series? And above all, which one projects the best? I'll find out, but in real time. Digital greetings, everyone. How about friend, once again with you and surrounded by these beauties, for this long-awaited comparison video, which I initially thought of doing with these Wanbo heavyweights, but I think the Wanbo TT also deserves it for being a 2024 version. This year Wanbo launched a series of projectors with their new optics called Pixel Pro 5.0 and I was lucky enough to try them all. And these are the videos. But thousands of people have asked me to compare them, and it seems to me that the fairest thing is to do a free-for-all. But also, I want to answer some questions and criticisms that have been made to me throughout these videos and thus clarify these issues once and for all. As you already know, all my videos are free for you. But they are not for me. It is a lot of time and effort that I invest in creating them, so, if you like this video, please consider subscribe. Don't miss out. Now, let's go to the video. These are Wanbo's top projectors. The Wanbo TT, the Wanbo Mozart 1, the Wanbo Mozart 1 Pro, the Wanbo X5, and the Wanbo DaVinci 1 Pro, arranged in order of appearance on the market. This is the best of the best projectors that Wanbo has, each of them with powerful functions, but they are not at all the same. Gone are the Wanbo models such as the T2 Max, the T2R Max, the T4 and even the T6 Max. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these models are bad, I'm just saying that they are from the last generation. Because I think that from now on when someone is looking to buy a Wanbo projector, they will choose one of this new generation. But I'm not saying that the Wanbo are the best projectors on the market, I'll clarify that. And I know, because I have reviewed other brands and models, such as the Mecool KP2, the Everycom 2K, the BioNTech X25, the Wanbo are just another market option, because in the end it is you who decides. This new generation presents its new completely sealed optics, Pixel Pro 5.0, which is nothing more than the set, LEDs, mirrors, prisms and lenses that conduct light and which, according to the brand, achieves a 60% increase in the transmission of this. But let's go straight to their strengths, and here I want you to observe something very interesting, since each of them stands out in some characteristic, because none of them has it all. For example, the Wanbo TT is the only one that integrates Linux with certified Netflix, and since Linux is lighter, the Wanbo TT is a little more fluid. The Mozart 1 has a dedicated sound, with special acoustics and greater bass reinforcement, meaning it is more focused on fans of good sound. The Mozart 1 Pro has the same thing, but since it is Pro, it is certified with Android TV 11 so as not to depend on a TV box or any external device. The Wanbo X5 may not be certified, but it is the one with the highest brightness of all with its 1100 ANSI lumens. And the DaVinci 1 Pro is the only one of them that integrates the new Google TV interface, so it is completely certified by Google. You see, they are all unique in something, they have a strong point, and that is a strategy. The brand could well integrate all these benefits in a single device, but then, who would buy the other models if there is one that already integrates everything? Furthermore, by integrating everything, this model would be very expensive and the brand would sell very few, and that is why there are different models, for different types of users, with different demands. Those were their strengths, but if I had to criticize them on something, these would be its disadvantages. They are not projectors for competitive games, because none of them have an input lag of less than 2 milliseconds. They are not projectors for teaching during the day because the light is bad, but perhaps the X5 can be used for this, but with the condition of using dark curtains and a gray reflective fabric to improve the brightness. They are long-throw projectors, meaning that to obtain a 150-inch projection, you must place them at least 6 meters from the screen. As for the quality of the images, I don't have strong criticisms, because I have tested them all in their ideal condition, that is, in the dark, and it seems to me that the quality is good in all of them. And since there are a lot of comments of this type, have the TT or the Mozart 1, the X5 or the DaVinci, the Mozart 1 Pro or the DaVinci 1 Pro, etc. For that, I have better prepared a couple of tables where I detail all their similarities and all their differences. Look. These characteristics are common in all of them. All are LCD type with LED lighting, they are all sealed optics, All are native Full HD resolution. They all integrate Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. They all have a camera for autofocus. They all integrate projection corrections. They all integrate the 4-point correction. And they all integrate a smart function to avoid obstacles. But the coincidences end here, because they really are very different. In terms of brightness power, the brightest is the Wanbo X5, although you have to see them in a real-time versus to be able to compare. The Wanbo TT and Mozart 1 Pro integrate a voltage adapter, while the others can be connected directly to the wall. This is the recommended projection in inches for each of them. The Wanbo TT comes with Linux, while only the Mozart 1 Pro and DaVinci 1 Pro are certified by Google. Only these three can run Netflix certified, in the maximum resolution of the projector, and here the application will not expire. This is the amount of RAM that each one integrates. This is the amount of storage that each one includes. Only the Wanbo Mozart 1 integrate dedicated sound with bass support. They are all stereo, and this is the power of their speakers. Only the Mozart 1 and the Wanbo X5 integrate dual-band Wi-Fi 6. Only the Mozart 1 Pro has game mode, but they are not for competitive games. They all work with any game console, but the best are the Wanbo TT, Mozart 1 Pro and DaVinci 1 Pro, because they have the lowest input lag of 50 milliseconds. And only the last three models integrate the improved 4K decoding support. This is the difficult question, and honestly, I can't recommend anything to you friends. Forgive me, but a sincere recommendation is not made through YouTube. That is only a generic recommendation and not a personalized one. A YouTuber is not going to give you a precise recommendation of a product for you, my brother, and not because he doesn't want to, but he does not know you. And that is why, in my case, I do many technical tests on a device, so that you can draw your own conclusions. With all the information in the tables plus the verses in real time, who better than you, who knows your budget, your tastes, the use you are going to give it, if you care about sound quality, if you want it certified, etc., so you can decide which one best suits you, my friend. What, if I can help you, is how to buy, since it is very difficult to find these projectors in common stores, and if you find them, they will cost very expensive. That is why I always recommend buying on their official website. But first, I want to clarify something. First of all, I am an influencer and not a liar. As an influencer, many brands look for me to review their devices. If I like and accept the product, we agree to collaborate as an affiliate of the brand, where they will give me discount codes for my followers. This creates a triangle of cooperation between the brand, the influencer and the customer, where everyone wins. The brand sells, the influencer earns a small commission, and the customer takes advantage of a significant discount when paying for their product. I mean, everyone wins. Anyone who is outside this triangle cannot criticize for the worse, because it does not affect him in any way, and I believe that, if he throws hate, it is just envy, because within the triangle no one has complained and everyone is there for their own sake. Will and knowing everything. Clarified. What would be wrong is for me to motivate them to buy something knowing that it is complete garbage, which is not the case with these projectors, but they are not the best either, because there are also other very good brands, and I always repeat it in my videos. That's up to you. But if you want a Wanbo projector so much, let's do the following. Let's go to the official page and check if my codes still work, and to take advantage of them you must enter from my affiliate links. As you can see, the Wanbo TT costs $330, but if I write this code TT_Javi and click apply, it will now cost $310, $20 less. I mean, this code works. The Mozart 1 costs $400. But if I write this code MOZART1JAVI and click apply, it will now cost $320, $80 less. This code works. The Mozart 1 Pro costs $530, but if I type this code, Mozart 1 Pro_Javi and click apply, it will now cost $400, $130 less. And this code works too. The Wanbo X5 costs $300, but if I write this code, X5_Javi and click apply, it will now cost $270, $30 less, so this code works too. Finally, the DaVinci 1 Pro costs $400, but if I type this code, DaVinci 1 Pro_Javi and click apply, it will now cost $290, $110 less, and this code works too. There are the codes, and now you know how they work. It's up to you whether to use them or not, and if you do it voluntarily and analyzing well the characteristics of your projector. Now, if you don't want to use them and prefer to pay the full amount, that's your issue. Another very important aspect that I get asked a lot is what type of plug to choose. For Latin America, the most common thing is to choose the EU 230-volt type, which is the plug with round pins that is in any home. If you decide to buy a projector, depending on the country, be prepared to pay 2 items: shipping and customs clearance. For my country, shipping is not free, as it is for the United States, Mexico, Spain. For my country, shipping is around $50. The other concept is customs clearance, which is the administrative management carried out by the courier company to nationalize the product in your country, and which in my country costs about $12. For other countries, I don't know if this concept is charged or how much it costs, so you have to investigate that. The other dreaded payment is taxes. But I cannot attest to that or guarantee anything because I have never had to pay. And all those who have bought and have written to me have not received taxes either, and I think that is due to some type of alliance between DHL and Wanbo. But if you don't have the money to buy your Mozart one, I'll tell you that I'm raffling off a brand new one. You just have to enter the link in the description or this QR code and find out the conditions. And hurry up because the day of the draw is approaching. When I tell you that these projectors are good, it's because they are, but on a domestic level. There are 3 types of projectors: professional projectors, used in the film industry and which cost tens of thousands of dollars. That is, outside any budget. Semi-professional projectors, which are used by institutions, organizations, companies, and which are from the brands Epson, Optima, NEC, etc., and home projectors, for the normal user and that stand out because they integrate several smart functions, which the previous ones generally do not integrate. Therefore, it is not fair to compare home projectors with those from Epson, Optima or NEC, because these have other types of characteristics. To begin with, these do not use an LED light source, they use lamps, and that is why they generate more brightness. On average they do not go below 2500 ANSI lumens. But on the other hand, vapor lamps get hotter, the filament is more stressed, so they last less and replacing them could cost a third of the projector. In addition, they do not integrate as many smart functions. However, home projectors already integrate several functions such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, corrections, autofocus, mirroring, integrate Android and allow you to install applications, etc. And these are characteristics that you hardly find together in a semi-professional one. In addition, domestic projectors are normally full HD, while semi-professional ones are SD or HD, and if you want them in full HD, they are a little more expensive, and can easily cost you twice as much as a domestic one. And that is why they should not be compared, because they are for different uses. Some are for presentations in organizations and others for leisure at home. You have already seen all the information and some tips that you need to know before choosing a Wanbo projector, but no one would buy anything before seeing them in action, yes or no? And that's why I promised a real-time versus, although you also saw how long this video became. But before you hate me, I want to tell you that the video of the Wanbo versus is already recorded, and I will put the link in the description of this video, in the first comment and here in the recommendations. You have to see it, my friend, because it is very detailed. In addition, it took me a lot of work to see how to connect and control all of them at the same time. And I think that after that video, all doubts will be cleared up, because finally you are going to see which of they project better, without light and even with ambient light. Please subscribe, and give me a like. Rate this content, my friend, because it is not so easy to find a comparison of these projectors in this detailed way. Help me, and let's democratize technology. Until the next video.